I am here to discuss how my evening went last night. Did I or did I not drink going out? So, for some of you who know and were listening yesterday, I have horrible anxiety being out in public around a lot of people. I'm sure a lot of us are going to go through that, especially being quarantined for a year. And so, for me to go out with my friends and to be sober, I realized the reason. So before I always drank because it could calm me down and relax me. Otherwise, it was a very uncomfortable feeling. So I didn't drink at home, which I usually would do when I would go out. I made a amino acid drink. It tastes like grape juice and it has caffeine in it. And I realized I was nervous on the way there and I kept drinking it. I drank it so fast before I even got to the freeway. It was gone. Um, and I couldn't see straight. So I was so uncomfortable. I couldn't see straight. I felt a little timid in what I was doing. And I'm like, I'm doing this. The whole time I said, I am allowed to have fun. You will have fun. It's okay to have fun. It's okay to go out without your child. And so, again, for some of you who don't know, I'm always comfortable when I have my 7-year old with me. And and once I got there, immediately I needed to have a drink. I was not comfortable in that situation. There's so many people. I had to wear a mask. People, I couldn't understand what people were saying. I just went with it. Thank God we could get a drink. And as soon as I drank a couple sips, I was calm. But you know what? I've got to admit, I am totally proud of myself. I only needed one drink and I was okay. I had great conversations with people, which I don't usually have a problem with. But I really and I did think and wish that my child was here with me. And I'm thinking in the future what I want to do and who I want to bring and all the kids because it was a beautiful place in the plaza overlooking the ocean and there are seats. Hi Joe, happy Saturday to you. Thanks for being here. It was very cold though, so I didn't get to see the sunset. But we had about five of us, people that I just met, that my girlfriend knows everybody, and you can't sit, you can't stand anywhere. You had to wait to sit down. Certain places you could stand, so we stood there. It was cold, and then we went. So we had an early start. That was like 6 o'clock. I had my drink. It was gone in probably 4 minutes. I felt good, but I was having great conversations. And for a lot of you, a lot of the conversations I talk, so I'm 55 years old. So I talk to a lot of people that are my age and a little older, and they talk about how they never want to get married again. They don't think there's any good people out here in California. If you want to meet a new person and live your life happily ever after, you got to go to the Midwest. I don't believe that. I believe I can find exactly what I want right here when I am ready. So I'm all about making myself better. As you build your confidence and feel good about yourself, appreciate yourself, I'm proud of myself of how I handled last night. That I feel good today. So we went out. I believe you can find good people where you are. So I talked to three different people and they said they'll never get married again. Well, I've never been married. So I know I will do it one time. It'll be perfect because that's what I say and what I say goes. Um, there will be a time what I noticed is I had to keep my hands busy. So I did have water the rest of the night. We did go to a restaurant and have dinner and I felt good. I danced, I sang, um, and then I had a second drink and then I drink more water. So only 2 drinks in 5 hours. That's, better than if I had the Uber driver, my roommate was going to drop me off and pick me up. I probably would have drank a lot more. So I was kind of relieved that I drove. came home, we did karaoke, and I could do karaoke with my girlfriend. We had fun. It was exciting. So I had to tell myself, I am proud of you because you are your best friend. If you don't treat yourself well, um, then who are you going to treat any better if you can't treat yourself good? When you treat yourself good, you will treat others really well and you'll attract better energy. So I'm all about appreciating myself, loving people and life. And I've come a long way. For some of you who've known me for 5 years, I didn't really like people because people do a lot of just dishonest things, but not everybody is that way. And our upbringing and society makes us sometimes who we are. And, but we can change. I'm changing today. So usually when I would go out, I would just be laying in bed at this time the next day. And I'm not, I am motivated. I went out and got donuts. Well, I always wake up early. So I went and got donuts. I will not deprive myself. My higher self says it wants a donut. I'm going to give her a donut. And so I gave her 3 donuts. I'm not going to feel bad about it. Now, I always talk about eating healthy. Um, but sometimes you got to let loose and you got to enjoy life. And if that means eating a donut, I'm going to eat a donut. So I'll eat healthy for the rest of the day. I'll work it off. But I have energy. And one of the things I said when I woke up today is I have energy. I don't talk about being tired. I don't put that into the universe. I don't, my energy is going to attract exactly what I say. My son has somebody to play with. I'm going to do yard work. I'm finishing my backsplash. I got to Photoshop some pictures. Yeah, it's going to be a good day. So when people have anxiety and myself, the whole time when I was driving there, I was saying, I it's okay for me to have fun. This is what I was saying. It's okay for me to have energy. It's okay for me to be healthy. So I would use my health condition so I didn't have to go out. I would go home because I'd start getting tired because I feel like I wasn't having fun, but that was my anxiety. So I was saying, I am allowed to have fun. It's okay to have fun. It's okay to be healthy over and over again the whole time I was driving. Um, Today I'm fine. And I will repeatedly say this over and over again. So I'm not tired today because sometimes I'm so hard on myself that the next day I use that as an excuse to do a whole lot of nothing. And so today I have amazing energy. I have amazing energy. And if you want to do this yourself, hi, Brandy, how are you? Nice to see you. So since you just came on, where have you been? I was talking about how I only had 2 drinks yesterday during my going out, and I had to have those 2 drinks, but I didn't drink before I went out, and I could have. So what I find is I need to keep my hand busy, whether it's water, but the anxiety, I couldn't even see driving to the plaza. I went to a plaza where there's a lot of restaurants. There's a band playing, people are drinking and having fun, and I had a really good time. So usually I would say, I mean, I think after the first 15 minutes, I'm like, God, if there's a way I could go home, I would go home right now. And I was saying that, but after I had a drink, I'm like, okay, we're gonna enjoy this evening. My girlfriend is as cute as a button, and I I want her to be happy. So I had to start thinking, you know what? I can be happy. I can do this. It's okay for me to be happy. And I had to continuously say this in my head while I'm smiling at everybody. You couldn't tell how uncomfortable I am. But I was comfortable by that first drink, and I didn't need any more until the second drink. I'm realizing the same thing about anxiety and drinking. I didn't drink the last 2 times I went out, and I had a great time. That's great. Well, since you haven't spoken or heard me for the last, gosh, for the last year, I didn't even know I had anxiety. I didn't know anxiety was being uncomfortable. Only because when I saw people with anxiety, they couldn't even be in a room. They had to take a pill to be able to breathe. They started having like problems breathing. So when I was uncomfortable, I thought I just didn't like going out. What I'm finding out is I'm just uncomfortable, and that's anxiety. So I'm excited. I've learned a lot about myself during quarantine. But I haven't done any. I don't need to do drugs. I do need to keep my mouth busy with drinking something. So even if it was water, because I drank like 5 things of water, and then I got my steak, and then I saw some girlfriends I hadn't seen probably in 8 years since I had a baby. And so it was like exciting. I'm like, let's do a girls thing. Let's go out. I don't know a whole lot of guys yet. I'm working on it. I realize focusing on self brings on anxiety, and getting ready to go out heightens it. Oh, so what I had to do for the last 3 days before I went out, I was talking about so you don't know this, but I couldn't go out without my son and have a good time. So I had to detach from my son and tell myself it's okay to have fun without my child. It's okay to be healthy. So I was controlling how I was feeling because I felt like I wasn't safe unless I was with my child. So now I feel safe. I say I can be safe without my child. I do feel ugly because of guys' comments when I was preteen. So I went through that too. So there's 3 things I focus on. I'm pretty. It's okay to be pretty. Okay, let me backpedal. It's okay to be pretty. It's okay to be healthy. It's okay to have fun. And I was saying those for the last 3 days before Friday came, and I was having anxiety about just going out. I had to work. Okay, back away from the door, please. Okay, doggy tap. Um, and it worked. I felt great on Friday. I went to the gym, and I still have the stomach issue, but that's going to take time to heal. And a lot of that is anxiety and keeping me from doing the things I want to do. Yes, I had extreme fatigue and pain leading up to the Equinox party for this. Okay, so you understand what I'm talking about. A lot of people don't realize that that's a fear of going out. So when so how are you doing? Do you tell yourself you're pretty? I've done a lot of self-help on myself. I built up my confidence. I'm speaking up now, which I'm very proud of myself. I tell myself I'm very proud. When I went out last night and I came home, I said, I looked in the mirror and I said, I am proud of you. Um, and even today I said, I'm so proud of you. I'm going to give you a donut. You know me, I don't usually eat donuts. I've been eating donuts and I don't gain any weight because I already gained enough weight before that. Um, so in 2 weeks, I'm going to try and go out again. And if I have a drink, it's okay, but I'm going to try and just do water or maybe an iced tea. I find that maybe just having something, I need to sip something to keep me busy, right? And so that's what I wanted to say. If you're having anxiety, sometimes you need to break down to figure out where you're having anxiety. Uh, and the reason I have anxiety is because I don't feel good enough to go out. I have a fear of what people are thinking of me. And again, that goes from being a teen. Yes, keep eating according to your new doctor. I have great benefits from my holistic doctor's diet and supplements and antibacterial stuff. So I've been working on eating really healthy for um, since November. I never lost any weight. And what I found is I'm preventing myself from moving forward. Again, it goes from detaching myself from my child. As I detach and say it's okay for me to be healthy, it's okay for me to be pretty, it's okay for me to have fun. Those are the 3 things that are keeping me from losing weight because I fear of getting in a bad relationship. So if I don't look good to me, I'm not going to look good to anybody else. So I know here today, the way I look, I'm fine, but this is my inner child, my higher self saying, you don't want to go out because you don't feel pretty. You don't want to heal because you're afraid of getting in an unhealthy relationship. You don't have or want to have fun because you want and only feel safe with your child. So I'm working with my higher self, my inner child, to change that. And I feel great. Every day is it's a little different. I'm curious to see. I see my holistic doctor in 2 weeks. Um, he's given me stuff to help build up the bacteria. So you don't know this, but I don't produce enough bacteria, but it's my ovaries throwing off my thyroid, which is preventing my pancreas to work well, which is creating the body not to produce enough bacteria. So I blow up like a balloon and I have fatigue. So that's the perspective of a doctor. And then the other side is my mind. I teach how to heal yourself, and we can heal our own bodies. It's a lot of our negative talk that keeps us, and our fears keeps us from moving forward. Also, we are overloaded with psychic energy when we go out feeling anxious energy from others. So I don't have those issues anymore because I block myself. That's why I have so much energy today. When I go out or when I'm with anybody, I put a shield around my body. It's automatic as soon as I wake up because I work on so many clients. There's a shield that protects me so their energy cannot come into my field. You might want to practice that, Brandy. That will help you. And and it's nice to see you on here, a friendly face. Anyways, I'm going to get going because I have yard work to do. As I continue to say, you have energy. I am full of motivation. We are going to get stuff done today. Um, thanks for being here. I wish you had a friend to hang out with that you don't work on. We don't need to fix everyone. I wish you had a friend to hang. I have a lot of friends to hang out with. You don't need to work on. We don't need to fix everyone, and it would be a nice getaway. I wish you had a friend. Yes, you helped me so much with that. Oh, thank you. I wish you had a friend to hang out with that you don't work on. I have lots of friends that I don't work on. A lot of them don't believe in what I do, many of them. And one of my girlfriends just had surgery for a fourth time. She has two broken arms, and I have to go by with what she says is I'm not allowed to work with her. I just want to hold her hands and help her feel better. And although she says only God can heal, I am a channel. That's what us healers do. But yes, I do have to keep my mouth shut, but I'm always sending them healing, loving thoughts and energy. Yes, you've helped me so much with that. Work on meaning help. Work on meaning help. Oh, good. Yes. Anyways, I'm going to start. I got to work on my backsplash. It's been sitting there for 2 months on the floor. And I got a hydroponic machine to grow vegetables. Super excited. Um, those little things that get me excited, not the big things. And then what was the third one? Oh, I got to Photoshop my pictures so I can post them. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. What I'm going to be working on next week is teaching you how to do the muscle testing so you can test your own emotions. You can test, and I can help you get to the root cause really quick. A lot of people that come to me, they go to a doctor and enjoy your day. Thanks, Joe. A lot of people, bye, Joe. Thanks for being here. A lot of people that go to a doctor for pain, by the time I see them, they say that their back hurts, their knee hurts. When you go to a doctor, they don't go to the root cause, they go where the pain is and they treat the symptom. Usually, when you have lower back pain, that can be an emotional problem, that could be a tight muscle in your legs. It could be tight muscles in your shoulders that throws your lower back off. So there's a difference, and I can teach that to you through muscle testing. We're going to be working on that next week. So stay tuned and please subscribe, follow me. And I love you guys. Talk to you later.